Hello everyone, this is Ankit here and welcome back to the Zooply. Today we'll be looking at something interesting. Something interesting means this is something that I tried out of my interest and curiosity. I hope you like it and you would help me to take it ahead of next level what it is at today. So what I thought of is in order to fetch the data or do some operation in SQL Server, I need to write some complex queries. Let's consider give me uh, top 10 product based on the price. This could be a simple query, but there are most more complex scenarios that could happen. But what I thought is rather than thinking or brainstorming in writing the complex queries, let large language model do that for me, and I'll be business focused. So what I did here is I have created a .NET Core Web APIs for now. So the languages could be different. We have a lot of AI models that convert code from technology A to technology B. That means could be from .NET Core to Java to Python to JavaScript or any language of your choice. That's not a big deal. And for large language models, I have used Ollama I'm for spinning up the local LLaMA 3.1 model on my local machine so that I can consume it and use it for my transformation from natural language to SQL Server. I'll take you to my computer screen and show you what I exactly did, and you just let me know in the comments how does it look exactly. You might have heard about an MCP server. So this is not exactly an MCP server. This is a kind of flavor of MCP server. You could visualize how MCP servers could work. I mean, they don't work exactly like this, but this is kind of just a flavor of MCP server. So let me take you to my computer screen, and then we'll understand what I did exactly, and we'll also test it. Let's have some. So we'll first start with this, you could say, Ollama. This gives us an opportunity to spin up the models on our local machine, and you can download it from here. It's available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. And once you download it, you just have to install it. It's pretty simple. And once you're able to install, you just have to open up your terminal. Once you hit Ollama, you'll be able to see some commands. You can explore it more on on your way. So coming back to the model section, here are some models that we can spin our on our local machines through Ollama. Considers this DeepSeek one, it have all the details present here. So for this demo, I decided or chose to use LLaMA 3.1. This is what I found very specific for the text inputs and text outputs, and it gives us whatever we have asked it for. Be very specific. So uh, consider these things before you run these models on your local. It all depends upon the capacity of your machine, what kind of graphics card, how much memory or processor you have. So for for my choice, I use this one. And coming to this, I can see what all models are already installed or available on my local machine to use or run. So for that, I can use this command Ollama list. So these models I already pulled out on my machine and are available to run. But in case you don't have any of the models, you just have to choose one from here, just like this. And once you hit Ollama run, space this, it will, in my case, it will directly run this model or spin it on my local. But in your case, if it's not available on your local machine, it will pull out the model and then spin it on your machine. So in my case, I just directly hit enter, and in few seconds it will start running. So in the meantime it's running, I'll take you to my code. So this is, as I mentioned, that this is a .NET Core 8 web APIs. So I'll start with service. So I have created two services here, Ollama service and SQL service. Ollama service looks very simple. Might be code is looking like this. So this is where our local model is available to communicate with. So it's available on this port on localhost, and here we go. Here it's running. Let's say hi, and we'll see what it says. Yes, it's running now. So what I did here is, let's go to the flow from a controller. So in controller, what I expect is a prompt from a user. So once I get a prompt from a user, I put that prompt in a this function, and I have a you could say wrapper prompt for the prompt I send as an instruction to the Ollama. What it says is convert the following instruction into valid SQL query. Respond only with JSON object. And so I wanted Ollama or LLaMA 3.1 to send the converted SQL query in this format. The key should be SQL query and the query must go here, right? And use the table. So I am providing it a very specific context that what kind of output I want, what is my products table and what columns it holds. And finally my prompt goes here. And this prompt exactly gets fit to LLaMA 3.1 through its APIs. And once it sends and respond, I just have to extract the SQL query from the response, and I just have to clean it with some, just for some extra, you could say, special characters and everything. And my final query will go out from here. And once I get my final query here, it will be fit to a SQL Server function that I created here with the help of Dapper, and that SQL query will directly execute in a SQL Server. So looks pretty simple. No, no hard and fast engineering. It's just a simple idea. So now we'll try something. We'll try to run it here. Let me run the solution and let me run the postman. So I have a postman ready here. So let me show you my products table first, how it look like. So my product table looks like this. It have three categories of product, their names, their price, and we have total 16 products. So what I could say is I'll just show you debugging the first query. Um, so what will ask it is, get me all the fruits, right? So get me all the fruits, right? And this is the prompt. Let me put a debugger here so that we can visualize how exactly it flows in our application. And let's hit send. And once I go inside it, so my prompt is here. So so my final prompt will look like this, the all the text with my prompt as an instruction. And this all goes to an local LLaMA 3.1. This is the model name I specified here in the request body. So it will take some seconds to give me a response. Let's wait for it. So I have a response here and it's a success code. Now, let's look at this raw string. You can ignore this extra information. You just look at this response, and this response have a JSON object with a key SQL query and an object where it says select star from products where category is fruits. Pretty cool, amazing, right? So I hope you understand what it's going to do now. So let's debug, and boom, we have a final SQL query available here. And once I hit continue in my postman, I must be able to get some fruits. Let me try again. Not a problem. Okay, I understood what it's doing. I asked him to get the fruits, so it categorized it as fruits, but it must be fruit, right? I hope you understood it now. So this is just a prototype. See, it brought all the fruits for me. So now, what I will give some different kind of prompt. I'll ask him that give me all the product categories with their product count and the total price. So let's see how it behaves and what output we get exactly. Let's wait for it to process. Okay. So sometimes it hallucinates because queries could be structured somewhat differently. We'll send it two, three times and it will be sorted. See, I mean, sometimes it takes one or two hits to restructure the query properly. Now you see, I have the category, the product count, and the total price. So this is how it's working. This is just a prototype I tried out of a curiosity. So I hope you like this session. Let me know in the comment section what improvements it needs. I'll provide the link, GitHub link in the description. You can check out the code, and from different tech stack background, you can directly convert this code to the programming language of your choice, and you can start something like this. And let me know in the comment section, would you really like this or not?